This is an audio check for Fast Eddie Caracas. 1, 2, 3. Can I hear myself in the headset, Eddie? Test 1, 2. Will I be able to hear myself in the headset? This is an audio check for Fast Eddie Caracas. We are testing the audio. Test 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. It's Horsburgh Gymnasium on the campus of Case Western Reserve University. This is the Beal Athletic Center for today's volleyball match with Case Western Reserve out of the University Athletic Association and Mount Union, the University of Mount Union out of the Ohio Athletic Conference. Case Western Reserve comes into today's match 4-0 on the season. They were 22-9 a year ago, and they made the NCAA tournament. Mount Union comes in 3-1 on the season. Their only loss this year, a week ago to Calvin. They lost in 4 sets. They are 20-9 a year ago and made the NCAA tournament. This is checking our audio, testing our audio from Horsburgh Gymnasium on the campus of Case Western Reserve. It's Fast Eddie Caracas and Ron Yance along with you, and we are looking to see if we can get some audio. Are we having problems hearing anything? Test 1, 2. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are testing our audio. Can you hear me? Are you sure there's no way I can hear myself? Hello, test 1, 2, 3. Aux return, testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Headphones all the way up. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio return, looking to hear myself in 3. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We're punching buttons. 19, 20, 21, 22. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 14. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello, 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 hello. Alice! Testing 1, 2, 3. We can't hear myself. I know in basketball. Boom. Tall. Casey Kildow, a setter. 5'7" senior out of Bethesda. Evan Bartell, an outside hitter, 5'10" senior. Melissa Hanson, a setter, sophomore from Hudson. Sam Cantrell will start as a defensive specialist, a freshman out of Eastlake. The Rebels of Eastlake North. Caitlin Lesko, a defensive specialist, a senior, 5'6" out of Mineral Ridge High School. And number 19, Ryan Knoble. A right side hitter, junior out of Powell High School in Olentangy. All the way up. Kyle Levy. Test 1, 2. Hi everyone and welcome. Welcome inside Horsburgh Gymnasium in the Veal Athletic Center. And we are on the campus of Case Western Reserve University for this evening's volleyball match with the Spartans of Case Western Reserve and the Purple Raiders of the University of Mount Union. The University of Mount Union comes into this volleyball match 3 wins, 1 loss so far in this young season. Their only loss in their last match, a 4-set loss to Calvin. They were 20-9 a year ago. The University of Mount Union was and made the NCAA tournament. Mount Union led by their head coach, their veteran head coach, Melissa Mankey Morrison. The Spartans of Case Western Reserve come into this evening's match 4 wins, no losses so far this young season. Their last game, or their last match I should say, a win over Greenville in 3 sets. Case Western on the year 4-0 a year ago, an NCAA tournament team. They were 22-9 in the 20 and 23 season. They are led by their veteran head coach, Karen Farrell. Coach Farrell comes into this match tonight with 496 career wins. There is a scenario, if she keeps winning, that she could get career win number 500 on this homestand at Horsburgh. First point will go to the Spartans. No, it's going to go Mount Union's way. They say it was tipped at the net, did not sail. And the Purple Raiders take an early 1-0 lead. Mount Union starters, I'll get to them as the match continues. Both coaches playing a rotation. And that is an outstanding attack by Rhea Marfatia. Rhea, the outside hitter, the senior out of Rochester Hills, Michigan. Rhea Marfatia is a name you will hear a lot this year, and she is serving right now number 11 for the Spartans. Soft serve. The set, and the left-handed attack is returned by Mount Union. And the Raiders are up 2-1. For Mount Union, their starters and their rotation players look like this: Ava Bolin, Kaylee Campbell, Casey Kildow, Heaven Bartell, Sam Cantrell, Caitlin Lesko, and Ryan Knoble. Nice defensive effort that time by Casey Kildow. Match is tied at 2, or the set is tied at 2. Spartans have dominated really so far this season. Obviously this match is young, but if you look at how they've done so far this season, they have done very well. Beautiful save, the set. And discussion, point Mount Union. Really the toughest match to date for Case Western coming into tonight's is the opener. Back on August 30th against Ohio Northern, it took 5 sets for the Spartans to win. They shut out Chatham in 3. They won in 4 against Letourneau, and they won in a shutout 3 against Greenville. The left-handed attack is returned by the Purple Raiders. Little soft touch, and it will be a point for the Purple Raiders. Darby Leininger, the senior out of Chardon, Beaumont High School. Not too far from the campus of Case Western Reserve with a nice soft touch. Long attack, and it sails out of bounds. It's 5-2, Mount Union. Purple Raiders went easy 3 against Albion, easy 3 against Rochester. They won in 5 sets against Denison and then lost in 4 against Calvin. Coming into tonight. Beautiful save that time by Carly Scott. And that one cannot be saved by Mount Union, although a great try by Caitlin Lesko. Lesko in the back end extended her entire body. Couldn't return it. Here comes Case Western. This is Demi Giannis with the serve. And the Raiders were in trouble. They had a soft set, looked like miscommunication. And it just falls to the court at the net. 5-4, opening set in this volleyball matchup tonight from Horsburgh Gymnasium. Almost a great save in the back end by Rhea Marfatia. Now in for Mount Union, number 14, Sam Cantrell. Cantrell, a freshman, local product out of Eastlake North High School. Sam will serve it. Strong attack by the Spartans that time. Amanda Ungo. If that's a name familiar to Spartan fans, it should be. Amanda's older sister, Jennifer, who graduated last year, All-American, first team All-American. As a matter of fact, the very first All-American in program history here at Case Western. Back set, beautiful save that time. And it turns into a point for the Spartans. Emily Goodpaster in the back end had an outstanding save on an attack by Mount Union. Set's tied at 6. And somehow Goodpaster got that to the other side of the net. It's tipped at the net, and the point will go to the Purple Raiders. You'll notice, if you're familiar with the history of Case Western Reserve, and that serve sails long. Service error on the Purple Raiders, point to the Spartans. If you're familiar with the history of Case Western Reserve, you might look at the uniform color this year and say, that blue looks a little light. And if you're thinking that, you're right. They have changed the blue, and it shines in this gym. Behind the back, over the head. And what an attack from Mount Union's Molly McKee. McKee, a right side hitter, a sophomore out of North Ridgeville High School, the former Ranger, with a point for the Purple Raiders. But how about the return by Rhea Marfatia? She was going away from the net, and that one sails. That is an attack error. (9-7), Purple Raiders. First set. Kildow with the service, and with the finish, Rhea Marfatia. Marfatia finishes a lot this year for the Spartans. She has 123 total attacks, leads the team coming into tonight's match. And one attack deserves another. Ava Bolin for Mount Union. Look out. Bolin, a 6'2" senior, sophomore rather, the middle hitter for the Purple Raiders. If you look at Bolin, she's got only 53 total attacks this year, but that one was sensational. Spartans try to slip one in, couldn't get it. It's 11-8. University of Mount Union, Karen Farrell would like a timeout. She'll get it. Her Spartans down 3. Spartan timeout is over. A little history, if I could, on Karen Farrell, the Case Western Reserve University head volleyball coach. 28 seasons, this is her 29th. She came into this year just 8 match wins shy of 500. 500 for her career. She's 4-0, her team is, to start this season, so she is 4 match wins shy of that just unbelievable record of 500 wins. Spartans would like to get one tonight. And a beautiful block, that time by Mount Union's Bolin. Ava has made her presence known here in the last few moments. Mount Union with 12 points serving. The set. Spartans will try it again. Right side, beautiful stop defensive play by Heaven Bartell that time. Boy, the Spartans are going to get the point, but wow. Bartell took a shot, an absolute laser from Marfita, and kept it in play. Marfita will serve. And from the far left side, with a beautiful attack, that's Darby Leininger. Leininger, a senior. Darby on the year, if you look at her statistically, she's got 40 kills on those attacks, 119 total attacks, 40 kills. That's a pretty good percentage. And a real nice defensive play by the front line for Mount Union. That was Sydney Mercer and Darby Leininger. 14-9 your score in this first set. Mount Union with the lead over the host school, Case Western Reserve. Soft touch, nice save. And the Spartans are getting a point. That attack sails wide or long. Great crowd on hand tonight at Horsburgh Gymnasium. The stands are near full. A Wednesday night on the campus of Case Western Reserve. Strong hit, beautiful defensive stop that time for the Spartans. That was Kaya Levy. And she saved it again. Spartans will live for another set. And this one will go Mount Union's way. But the play in the back end by Levy, though. Checking back in for the Spartans is Sophia Datto. (15-10). Spartans with a strong attack by Callie Wall. Wall from the right side. She'll take a seat. They might need to relocate her right shoulder. She wound up and smoked it. And that's a service ace. Demianis, wearing 24, serving for the Spartans. Open-handed fingertip attack for the Spartans. And that's a beautiful attack by Amanda Ungo. Wow, how about a defensive block from Ungo along with Makieski. Chloe and Amanda celebrating. Timeout on the floor. First set in this match tonight. It's 15-14 Mount Union. I gave you the skinny on Case Western Reserves coach Karen Farrell earlier. Let's talk a little bit about Melissa Mankey Morrison, Mount Union's leader. Melissa is in her 10th year as the head coach of her alma mater. She was a two-time All-American for the Purple Raiders. And her Raiders denied at that time by the Spartans. The student section is up clapping, celebrating just as much as Amanda Ungo on the court. Another serve, Demianis, and that time it's Mount Union with the answer. The attack led that time by the Purple Raiders, Molly McKee. McKee has played well. So back to Melissa Mankey Morrison for a second. She's the school's all-time leader in kills, still today, with over 1,600. And there's the lefty attack by Case Western Reserve's Chloe Makieski. I wonder, and I'll ask both Coach Farrell and Coach Mankey Morrison after the match today, if a lefty presents more of an issue than a righty as an attacker. Is it a better weapon? Point for Mount Union. Nice job by number 2, Cammie Welty. Welty, a middle hitter. Another player from East Lake North, Cantrell and Welty. 2 Rangers on this Purple Raiders roster. Soft set, that was a mystery. Good passer in the backcourt. And a beautiful block at the net. 2 Purple Raiders up there for it. Boland again, mentioned her a lot today. And Molly McKee, both of them, McKee and Boland. Outstanding effort at the net for the Purple Raiders. It's 18-16. Tight first set. Tip. Can they save it? The Spartans cannot. And the Purple Raiders will go to 19. Good pass there in the back. Strong return, set at the net, and that's a point. Evan Bartell with it. That gives the Purple Raiders 20. They're up 4, 20-16, and we're in a timeout. Twenty to 16, University of Mount Union over Case Western Reserve University. We are in the first set tonight in this volleyball match at the Veal Athletic Center. Lesko serve and then a save. Oh! Spartans coming at, soft little attack. Lesko wants it. Case gets another shot. Lesko again. That one's up in the rafters. Good passer. How about another? Third time a charm? Yes, it is. Up over with the attack, and the point is guess who? Rhea Marfatia. How about the effort, though, in the back end by good passer for Case Western and Lesko for Mount Union. Those two young women kept everything alive for their respective teams. (13-21) at the net for the Spartans. That's Carly Scott and Kaya Levy. Datto will serve. Sophia right on the line. How about another? You liked it once, how about two? That's Martia and Levy. Spartans have battled back, down a point. Datto will serve again. That's 3 in a row at the net for Case Western Reserve. Carly Scott along with Levy, and there's another timeout on the floor. It's tied at 20. (2020), not the television show, but the score from the Veal Athletic Center. Horsburgh Gymnasium, the site tonight is Case Western Reserve and the University of Mount Union. This is Sophia Datto for the Spartans with the serve. Good pass her in the back end. Marfatia. Wow! Mount Union. Smiles on their faces. They earned them. Wow, keeping it alive at the net. That stops a run by Case Western. So the Purple Raiders have the service back. And that's an ace. Casey Kildow. Marfatia, soft little attack. Raiders save it. Here's their answer. One more. Good pass her. And again, that defense at the net by the Spartans has been outstanding. Marfatia and Levy. Kaya Levy, a 6-foot junior, and Marfatia, a 5'10" senior. Levy, wow! Lesko again. Marfatia, Lesko. That one nobody's going to get to. Boy, giving it an outstanding effort, though, is the Spartans' Suda Edom. It's 24-20. Mount Union can smell it. Marfatia, not yet. Spartans going to get the service back. Carly Scott, the senior, out of Madera High School in Cincinnati, trying to keep it alive. And that is out. Spartans within 2. 24-22, first set. Mount Union with the lead. Spartans on a 2-point run. Marfatia keeps it alive. Beautiful save. Here come the Raiders. Spartans with an attack and a point. That's Kaylee Wall. Check that, Callie. I got so excited I added a little mustard to the A. Called her Kaylee. Spartans down a point. On a 3-0 run. Good passer, keeps it alive. Here comes the set. Attack. And the answer for the Raiders of the University of Mount Union. 25-23. First set goes to Mount Union. It was fun though. Got a moment here before the second set to take a look at the national rankings. Juniata is the #1 Division III women's volleyball program in the country right now. They got 85 of the 86 first place votes. Hope College the only one to get a vote that Juniata did not own. It goes Juniata, Hope, NYU out of the University Athletic Association. As a matter of fact, there are 3 teams in the UAA, Case Western Reserve's conference, that are ranked in the top 16 in the country right now. The Violets of NYU ranked #3. The Eagles of Emory ranked #6. And the Bears of Washington St. Louis, WashU, ranked 16. Spartans got points. They haven't cracked the top 25, but they are in the top 30 if you consider the points they got. But Mount Union won the first set tonight. Spartans trying to answer. Activity at the net. Beautiful return in the back end for Case Western. Great answer for the Purple Raiders. Do they have another left in them? And the answer is no. Kaya Levy's having a heck of a evening here at Horsburgh Gymnasium. Levy from Chicago, junior, middle hitter. Boy, there's the 6-footer. Can you believe this? Spartan's gonna, nope. It was too good to be true, but what an effort on the far side of the court by two of the Spartans. Edom and Rhea Marfatia. If Mount Union wins this point, credit Knoebel. Well, there it is. Knoebel kept that alive for the Purple Raiders. She took the shot, defended it, and kept her team in it. There's Knoebel. That time she wasn't a defender, she was an attacker. Ryan Knoebel from Olentangy Liberty High School down there in Central Ohio. Set up, little push. Wow. That was like a chocolate chip cookie for Callie Wall. It was just there in front of her, and she had to take it. Wall with a laser beam for a point for the Spartans. Boy, you know, I mean, how many people do you know that can resist the chocolate chip cookie when you just put it right in front of them? I know I cannot. My discipline is not good enough. Disappointed look from Ava Bolin. Ava thought she had another attack for a point. She has been real good tonight. Second set's tied at 3. Mount Union won the first set, 25-23. Soft touch, and this one drops in. You know, a long time ago, as Amanda Ungo drops that soft touch in, there was a guy by the name of John McEnroe in tennis that used to do this eyedropper shot at the net with his racket. He would put spin on the ball, a little soft little thing that would fall over the net. Ungo looked a little like that there. Spartans need a block. Didn't get it. Checking back in for Case Western, Sophia Datto. Serving for Mount Union is Bolin. Deep shot, Marfiata with a great save. The left-hander. Lightning from the lefty, Chloe Makaeski. Nice read by the Spartans, and it turns into a point. Boy, that's just beautiful recognition by Case Western Reserve. Amanda Ungo with the attack. That one's tipped, and that's a point for the Purple Raiders. 6-5 Spartans in the second set. Couple of players check in for the University of Mount Union, including Melissa Hansen. Hansen will serve it, a sophomore out of Hudson High School. Lefty at the net. Purple Raiders keep it alive. 2, and that's a nice save by Mount Union. One more time. Attack from the backside. Coming in from the back end, Rhea Marfatia. Marfatia on the season, 123 total attacks coming into tonight. Successful 46 times. Good passer with the serve. Beautiful save. That was Dado that kept that one alive for Case Western. Wow! Block. Dado. How about the back end? I'm going to say somebody was on the net. Mount Union's on the net. Point for the Spartans. Coach Farrell's looking at me. Karen's smiling. Don't tell anybody she's smiling. Dado, what a save! Here comes the attack. Look out. Save your face on that one. Rhea Marfatia. Love that name. Rhea Marfatia. Second set, Spartans up 9-5. Down a set. Mount Union won the first one, 25-23. We'll be back. I don't know if Fast Eddie Karakis, the sports information director, is in charge of the music played, but if he is, that was an appropriate song. Jump, 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 jump. Eddie's got a music library like nobody else. Good passer with the serve for the Spartans. Outstanding work at the net. A lot of smiles from two players, Carly Scott and Rhea Marfatia. Good passer again. Just winding up and letting it go. Amanda Ongo. Amanda from that very good high school program in Toledo, Notre Dame Academy. Raiders with an answer that they needed. Subbing in is Sam Cantrell, and taking a seat is Darby Leininger. This is Cantrell with the serve. Good passer. Sets her teammates up. And that one's going to sail into the stands. So that's a point for the Purple Raiders. Molly McKee has had a real nice night. Cantrell. Far left side. Beautiful block by Mount Union. 2 in a row. 22 and 25 at the net. McKee and her teammate, Cammie Welty. Purple Raiders on a little run. Cantrell will continue to serve. It's her 3rd in a row. Good pass there. Front of the net. Raiders keep it alive. Cantrell getting down, diving. And the effort was great, but not good enough. Spartans with the point. They'll get the service back. Checking in for Case Western, Kaya Levy. Levy, the 6-foot middle blocker. Datto the serve. Point Spartans. 13-8, Case Western. Second set. Down a set in this match tonight with the Purple Raiders of Mount Union. And that one landed where nobody was at. That was a perfect soft touch by Mount Union. In baseball or softball, they say hit them where they ain't. In volleyball, drop it where they ain't. There was nobody around. 13-9. Spartans with the lead in the second set. Nice work at the net. Raiders try it again. Beautiful work by Edom. Edom saved that point right there for her teammates. Marfatia finished it off, but Suda Edom, the sophomore from Dallas, Texas, did a great job as a defensive specialist. That's why they call them specialists. Edom again, good pass there. Marfiata keeps it alive. Beautiful defense at the net by Mount Union. Guess who? Ava Bolin. (14-10) Spartans. Serving for Mount Union is Kildow. This one's almost in the stands. Bolin. I don't know what that registered on the speed gun, but Bolin put everything she had into it. Carly Scott was just trying to protect herself. 14-11. Marfiata and Scott. Cantrell sets up her teammate. Good work at the net. Good pass in the back end. Lights out. Callie Wall wound up and fired. (15-11). Edom. Cantrell saves. Boy, Marfatia. Boy, in the back end. Rhea kept her team alive. Mount Union finished the point, though. And the Purple Raiders draw within 3 in the second set. It's 15-12 Spartans. And beautiful work at that net again by the Purple Raiders. Darby Leininger and Ava Bolin. They go 5'10", 6 foot right now at the net. Spartans trying to get the serve back. Wow, what wonderful work. That was Makieski who kept it alive. And Chloe jumps in joy as the Spartans get the point. Well, Makieski went down at her shoelaces and kept that ball alive for her teammates. The lefty. Makieski from Maryland. was a guy who used to pitch for the Yankees. They called him Louisiana Lightning. He was a lefty. Makieski with that left hand, that attack. She's got a little lightning in that shoulder, too. We'll be back. Spartans up 4, 17-13. (17-13) Spartans over the Purple Raiders here in the second set. Mount Union won the first set 25-23. Case Western Reserve will serve Kaya Levy, doing the honors, and that's a service error. I think that's the first one of the night by either team. It has been a night of outstanding work by the servers. Work at the net. Nice job by the, well, point's going to go to the Purple Raiders. (17-15). Everything's tightening up a bit. Boy, how about the defensive work at the net by Leininger and Cammie Welty. They denied the Spartans twice. Karen Farrell wants a timeout. The Spartan lead is almost gone. They're up a point, 17-16. Ava Bolin with the ball in hand. Pounds it to the court, ready to serve. Here it comes. Boy, that one just cleared the net. Leininger. She'll get the point. And this set is tied at 17. Bolin one more time. Soft touch, beautiful save. Dado keeping it alive for her teammates. At the net. Marfatia tried to finish it. Leininger. Whoop. Inadvertent whistle, so they're going to play it again. Boy, that was unfortunate for the Spartans because they were in a rhythm, and that rhythm was broken, and the lead is no longer. It's 18-17. Purple Raiders have come all the way back. The lefty with some lightning. I love the wind and fire on the attack by Chloe Makieski. Dado, she is outstanding in the back end. Little soft touch this time by Chloe. Leininger, she's just money in the bank. Darby Leininger, senior out of Beaumont. Chardon, grew up in Chardon, went to Beaumont. It's 1918 Purple Raiders. Leininger wears number 18. She broke an 18-all tie with that 19th point. Dado keeps it alive. The lefty. Mount Union one more time. Leininger and Dado at the net. Looking for the block, didn't get it. Purple Raiders wearing smiles on their faces right now. Timeout Spartans. 20-18, second set, Mount Union. This weekend here at the Veal Athletic Center, both of these teams will actually be back in action. They won't play each other, but on Saturday we'll have Case Western Reserve, we'll have Allegheny, we'll have Mount Union, and we'll have Earlham all playing on Saturday. Everybody will play two. But at the moment, Spartans trying to stop a Purple Raider run. And it just fell outside the line, but it was tipped. So the point will go to the Spartans. And another attack that's successful by Chloe Makieski. (2019). Good passer with the serve. Spartans down a point. Dado in the back. Looking for a block, keeping it alive. Dado will set it up. And that one is in by the Chinny Chin Chin. 21-19. Purple Raiders. Cantrell with the serve, good passer. And the finish with a point to her teammates. The right-handed rocket, Rhea Marfatia. Shoot. Evan Bartell. (22-20). Mount Union with the lead and the serve. Lesko served it. Marfatia's attack didn't go. One more try. Great save by the Raiders. Good passer in the back end. And a finish at the net. Defense by the Purple Raiders. Bolin and Bartell. It's 23-20. Lily Crouch has now checked in for Case Western. Crouch wears 18. Marfatia. Team needed the point. She got it for him. Now in for the Spartans, Callie Wall. Callie has rifled off a couple of laser beam attacks. They'd love one right now. Defense first. Marfatia. Saved by Lesko. And that one bounced off Edam's. Didn't bounce off her forehead, nearly did. And the Raiders are a point away from taking a 2-set lead. (24-21). Serving is Casey Kildow. And keeping everything alive for her team is Callie Wall. 24-22. Marfatia will serve it. Team is down 2, second set, down 1 set. Lesko. Wow, Edam with a save, soft touch. Cantrell. Edam again with a left hand. There it goes. Sailed out of bounds. Bartell wound up, smoked it. A little too much mustard on that one. Spartans are within a point. Marfatia will serve again. That one's long. That is an untimely service error. And that's a winner for the Purple Raiders. Two sets in, 2 wins for Mount Union, both by a 25-23 count. Spartans with some work to do. Take a short break. We'll be back in 2:30 with set 3. If you are a Spartan wearing the new look lighter blue jersey tops, white body, light blue shoulders, CWRU across your chest. You are staring down a 2-set deficit right now. Mount Union has come from Alliance, Ohio tonight, and they've meant business. Both sets have been outstanding. Spartans have been unable to find an answer, and they've lost both sets by 2 points, 25-23. Mirror images. Case Western Reserve came into tonight 4-0 on the season. Mount Union 3-1. The Purple Raiders' only loss in their last match out against Calvin in 4 sets. Spartans with 4 straight wins: Ohio Northern, Chatham, LeTourneau, and Greenville. Serving it for Case Western, Carly Scott. That's Lesko setting it up for her Mount Union teammates. Scott with the set, and beautiful work at the net. That's Heaven Bartell and Ava Bolin. Boy, if you look at Bolin on the year, blocks-wise, 21. 6 solo, 15 assists coming into tonight. She's added a whole bunch here at Horsburgh. Marfatia tried to softly touch it over, and it falls out of bounds. Point Purple Raiders. At the net. Strong effort by the Spartans. Lily Crouch. Crouch from Chagrin Falls. I was there a week ago, wondering if the falls would be rolling. It's been a dry summer in northeastern Ohio. Still are, though. Water's still moving. Marfatia with the serve. Bolin. Edom kept it alive to her counterpart Lesko, and the Spartans are going to get the point. Love watching the work of Edom and Dado for Case Western Reserve and Lesko for Mount Union. They've been outstanding in the back end. Running a long way. Lesko going to turn that one over, keeping it alive. Spartans, that is a smoke shot placed nicely. Wall. Callie Wall would have knocked the wall over with that shot. Marfatia with the serve. Lesko keeps it in. And that is a return attack by Mount Union. Darby Leininger. Darby's been smiling a lot tonight. Third set tied at 3. If you were in Vegas right now, like Fast Eddie would like to be, you'd play the number 3. Game's tied at 3, third set. Number 3 with that touch for Mount Union. Ball alive. Leininger. Edom. Leininger with a dive. And the attack. Marfatia saved it at the net. And a finish for the Spartans. Lily Crouch, the senior, having a great third set. Lily's going to go back and serve. Why not? Leininger. Oh, nice defense at the net by the Spartans. Crouch serves it up. Leininger again. Spartans always in the right spot. And that time, great work at the net by number 19 for Mount Union, Ryan Knoble. Set's tied at 4. Mount Union leads the match 2-0. Spartans trying to win their 5th match in a row to start the year. Sliding in, trying to save it, was Melissa Hansen. Great effort, but the point will go to Case Western. Mariah Tepker will serve for Case Western. Tepker with a beautiful save for her Spartans. Soft tap, stayed alive. Tepker again, and point Spartans. Tepker looking over at the Case Western bench, smiling at her teammates. She's serving with a 2-point lead in the 3rd set. Leininger, that was just too much action on it. Spartans at the net, tried to save it, doing a nice job. 2 for Case Western, Ungo along with Scott, but Leininger. I wonder if anybody's ever put a speed gun on an attack. Be interesting to know how hard that ball is being hit. That one was not hit hard at all. It was nearly a point. Soft little fingertip shot. How about the save in the back end for Mount Union by Melissa Hansen. Hansen sets it up. Hansen's going to keep it alive. And that one landed in the spot that was left untouched. Bartell and the Raiders going to get the point. Sets tied at 6. Match in favor of Mount Union, 2-0. And the lefty, lightning in that shoulder, Chloe Makieski. You know, Chloe's got some sort of wrap on her right wrist and thumb. Luckily for her, she hits it lefty. Good passer with the serve. Is it in? It's in. It's a point for the Purple Raiders. 7-7. Checking back in for the University of Mount Union is their middle hitter, who's not only hit it, she's blocked it tonight, Ava Bolin. She's been outstanding. She's in the middle right now, and there's a block by Bolin. Set up, Bolin keeps it alive. Spartans with the answer. Wow! How about a little sneak shot with the left hand by Carly Scott? That was a slam dunk sneak shot. It's like a no-look pass. Look one way, go the other. Data with the serve. Ouch. Sets tied at 8. Mount Union won the first set 25-23. Purple Raiders won the second set 25-23. They had to come back to do it. Spartans fighting for their life right now on a Wednesday night at Horsburgh Gymnasium. And that one just never worked out. Evan Bartell had a good idea, it just didn't work out. Tepker takes a seat for Case Western. Bolin, wind and fire. Spartans answer. And that one is out clearly. You didn't have to really see it. If you're the judge, you felt it. It's on your shoe. 9-9. Number 9 serves for Mount Union. That's Evan Bartell. And that point's going to go Case Western. You know, doing a real nice job for the Spartans tonight, Callie Wall. Good passer is going to take a seat. Checking back in is Makieski. She's standing left outside. She wasn't left outside. She's standing left outside at the net. Bolin for Mount Union. Ava Bolin, just a sophomore from Wellsburg, West Virginia. She'll serve it. Point, Purple Raiders. They take a 1-point third set lead, 11-10. They are trying to wrap this one up in 3 sets. (12-10). Bolin will continue to serve. Talk about landing in a spot where nobody's at. We've seen 3 of those tonight. 2 by Case Western, 1 by Mount Union. That one by Makieski was, you know, just a beautiful soft touch. At the net. Wow. Hands up in the air, doing a great job for Mount Union was Cammie Welty and Darby Leininger. If I got paid $1 for every time I said Leininger tonight, I could buy myself a nice steak dinner by now. She has played well. How about Lesko? Back end defense. Spartans looking for a point. Too strong. Hitting it hard was Amanda Ungo. And the Spartans want a timeout. Karen Farrell will get it. It is 14-11 Mount Union with a 3-point lead in the third set, up 2 sets to love. With the ball in her hand, ready to serve it for Mount Union, Melissa Hansen. Hansen, a couple of dribbles into the court. And here we go. Marfatia. Hansen will set her teammates up. And that's a point Spartan way. A little strong on the right shoulder with the attack from Molly McKee. Checking in. Ball handed to her. Ready to serve is Tepker for Case Western. Leininger. Spartan point. Makieski with the attack. Knocked out of bounds on the defense by Mount Union. Leininger, Tepker. And that's a Spartan point. That is a smoke show by Amanda Ungo. That one went skipping across the court like a flat rock on Lake Erie. Gotta love it when you get a flat rock, you can skip it right across the lake. Raiders get the point back. It's 15-14, Purple Raiders up a point in the third set tonight. They won the first two 25-23. And that one just, whoop. It's going to be a point for the Purple Raiders. The lefty at the net. Oh, Lesko. What work she's done. Gonna take a big save. They got it. At the net. Wow. One more. Spartans. Ha ha! How about that effort? Crowd loves it. Tell you what, there are a couple of Spartans out of breath, a couple of Purple Raiders out of breath. That was back and forth, back and forth. Good pass her into serve. Boom. There's that chocolate chip cookie again. Amanda Ongo looked up, saw nobody was around to her left and just said, that's easy. Easy money. Set's tied at 16. Emily Goodpaster's serve. Raiders return. Oh, it just trickled over the net. Ouch. Bartell haven't got just enough fingertip on that one to have it fall off the top of the net. Pounding it. Serving it, Caitlin Lesko. How about that? Whoa. I'm telling you, we need to get Josie Henry's softball gun. Actually, you know what? Coach Henry doesn't use a softball gun. We need to get the baseball gun out here and see what speed that attack shot by, someone like Marfatia is. Good passer with a nice save. Set's tied at 17. How about Marfatia keeping it alive? Can she finish it? Is it in or out? They're going to say point Purple Raiders. Crowd's booing. Officials smiling at the crowd. Crowd wanted a Marfatia finish. 18-17. Every set has been like this. If you've got fingernails, you don't have much left. Service error. Number 13 with the ball in her hand. It's Carly Scott. She launches her serve. Bolin. Boy, I don't know if this is standard operating procedure for Ava Bolin or not, but she's having a night to remember. Marfatia. Lesko with the save. At the net. And there's another attack. And a point for Marfatia. Tied at 19. Back in for the Spartans, number 19. Chloe Makieski. 19's in. Third set's tied at 19. Marfatia's serve. Leininger put it up, and the Spartans with an answer. Great defense by Crouch and Wall. Marfatia serving, trying to put her team up 2. Leininger gonna get it back. Lesko in the back end. What a save. Oh, almost a great save. Down on her knees trying to save that one was Suda Edom. And she just had, the spin came off her fists in the wrong way. Ball sailed into the stands. Sets tied at 20. Spartans trying to stay alive. Mount Union up 2-0. Nobody wanted it. Kildow with the defense on it, and then it just, it's like a pop-up in the infield. Everybody's looking at each other, and it falls. 21-20, Spartans with a 1-point lead. Here comes the serve from Lily Crouch. Crouch with just a great save, keeping that one alive for Case Western. Lily again in the back end. Up and down somehow. Spartans got that one over the net. Leininger with the point. Leininger's all business. 21-21. This is just like the first 2 sets. I mean, it's point for point. And that's a rare service error. Lainey Schultz from Mount Union. Really haven't seen many of those tonight at all, either team. It's been a fun, fantastic night of volleyball. Maria Tepker. Leininger got up, got it, pointed at her teammates. Sets tied at 22. Leininger will serve it. Tepker sets it up. The lefty with some lightning. That one almost went out of the gym. Another attack point for Makieski. Goodpaster will serve. Her team's up a point, 23-22. Third set, trying to stay alive. Emily with the serve. This one's coming to me. Goodpaster keeps it alive. Marfatia. Spartans 24. Smiling. Point away from wrapping up a set. Crowd pounding the bleachers here at Horsburgh Gymnasium. Timeout. We'll be back. Emily Goodpaster has received the volleyball. She is standing by herself, ready to serve, with an opportunity to win this set for her team. Purple Raiders are ready to defend. Here we go. And there it is. At the net, a defensive win. How about the effort at the net by Amanda, and her teammate Carly Scott? That wins it for the Spartans. They stay alive to play another set. We're heading to set 4. Match in favor of Mount Union, 2-1. Both teams out ready to start this fourth set. It has been an outstanding night of volleyball here at the VL Athletic Center. Spartans down a set as we start set 4. Mount Union won the first two by identical 25-23 efforts. Spartans answered in the third to stay alive to push the fourth with a 25-22 win. Ready to serve for Mount Union, Casey Kildow. Kildow, the senior from Bethesda. And that's an ace. At the net. Oh, no! They're going to say it was out of bounds. Wow. That was Callie Wall. Service error. Spartans will take it. Taking the ball, ready to serve it for Case Western, is Rhea Marfatia. Bolin, soft touch at the net. Spartans with the answer. Nice dive and save by Cantrell. Cantrell again. Is it in? It is. And that's a smoke shot by Heaven Bartell. Haven't earned the point, she'll earn the ability to serve. Mount Union up 3-1, fourth set. Leininger just dropped it in. You know, that's a tough one to defend if you Suda Edom. Because Leininger, I mean, the line on Leininger is she's going to send you a laser beam. She took a little off like a changeup, and it just landed out of the reach of Edom. There was nothing taken off of that one. What I love about Chloe Makieski is she just loves playing. I mean, she has so much fun. The 6-footer. And there's an unforced error. Four 3, Mount Union. Scott Makieski, and just at the feet that time of Lily Crouch. Bolin will serve it. Oh, my goodness. Amanda Ungo almost took the left shoulder off a Raider defender. I mean, that ball was hammered. Beautiful defense. Again. Oh, what a save by Marfa. But Tia. Oh, wow. Talk about staying with the play. Spartans kept answering. Purple Raiders kept coming at them. And guess what? Leininger finished it. 6-4, Mount Union. Beautiful. Chloe Makieski hit that one off the defenders. Took a crazy wild spin inside the middle of the court and fell where nobody was at. Coming in to serve will be Emily Goodpaster. Just over the net. Beautiful save by Datto. Boy, Sophia gave it everything she had the first year out of Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Point will go to the Raiders. Not for lack of effort. This is Sam Cantrell. She'll serve it. Goodpaster. Wow, good defense at the net. Molly McKee. (8-5) Mount Union. Cantrell will keep her serve. Datto tried to save it, and the ball, and her teammate, Carly Scott, all found themselves in the same spot. Karen Farrell wants a timeout. She'll get it. Her Spartans down 4 in this fourth set. These two programs coming off outstanding seasons a year ago. Case Western won 22 of 31, made it to the NCAA tournament. Mount Union won 20 of 29, made it to the NCAA tournament. Cantrell's serve. That one went up into the rafters, back on the court. Marfatia with an eyedropper that was saved and out of bounds. Spartans need to climb back in, and that's step one. Hop, skipping, and jumping, coming back in, Lily Crouch. We'll talk about excitement. That one went right into the net. Marfatia off the hands of the defense. At the net for Mount Union was Welty and McKee, and Marfatia will get another point. Sophia Datto will serve it. Oh, that's Goodpaster. Off the iron. Everything's in play. Little touch. Datto sets it up. Marfatia with the point. Datto and Goodpaster are having a heck of a time in the backcourt. They are loving each other. Little smiles and high fives and having fun tonight at Horsburgh. Datto's serve. Datto sets it up. Marfatia finished by her teammate Lily Crouch. set is tied at 9. Match right now in Mount Union's favor, 2-1. Dado keeping that serve. Hansen sets it up. Dado to Marfatia. They'll do it again. Rhea, little soft touch. Defense, no. Good pass to Dado, keep it alive. Wow. That one took the breath out of everyone. That was hard fought. Point Purple Raiders. 10-9. Mount Union gets to serve back. This is Lesko. Caitlin Lesko, the senior out of Mineral Ridge. It's a good passer. Marfatia. Lesko keeps it alive. Good passer. Marfatia, this one's going to get into the stands. I have no idea how those attacks are even returned. It's amazing to watch the work of the athletes trying to return those attacks. Set's tied at 10. Bolin, little soft touch. Well, you know what? I mean, it's Ava Bolin just being smart. She knows that everybody's expecting her to just wind up and fire, and she just soft touches it over. 11-10, Purple Raiders with the 1-point lead. Serving is Kildow. Someone's going to have to run a long way. Hey, the iron helped out. The rafters helped out that time. But Purple Raiders finished it. 12-10, Mount Union. Casey Kildow will do it again. Winding. Keeping it alive is Goodpaster. Marfatia off her knuckles. Emily Goodpaster again. Wow, Lesko. Goodpaster with a dive. Here comes the finish. Good defense at the net by Mount Union. Bolin, I think she lost her step. She lost her balance, lost the shot, and the point goes to Case Western. So Marfatia will serve it. Her team down a point and down a set here in the fourth. Bolin up top. How about that? Over everyone. Edom set it up for Makieski, and Chloe's been sending line drives down everybody's throat all night, and that one she just floated it to the back end. Set's tied at 12. Good drive that time by Knoble. Ryan Knoble with the attack point. Cantrell will take a seat for Mount Union. Leininger back in for the Purple Raiders. Edom. Little knuckle shot's going to fall in. Nobody could get it. Casey Kildow. (14-12), Mount Union. Spartans at the net. Get out of the way. Lily Crouch. Step and serve. Leininger, just too much. Said it before, Leininger's all business. I mean, she just lets you know it's coming. Ava Bolin with the serve. Nice point by Ngo. Amanda Ngo. Sister Jennifer, All-American, first team last year for Case Western. She has graduated. Little touch. Strong effort. And a great defensive job at the net by the Spartans that time. Carly Scott and Amanda Ngo. Sets tied at 15. Maria Tepker with the serve. And a great defensive effort again by the tag team of Scott and Ngo. Carly Scott at 6 foot. Ngo at 6 foot. They'll do it again. One more. That one goes up and over. And that was just a perfect return. Two players for the Purple Raiders check in. Melissa Hansen and Molly McKee, as Hansen will serve. Set tied at 16. The push. Leininger, that's the first miss I think she's had tonight. That was almost a swing and a complete miss, but cut Darby a little slack. She hasn't missed anything. So Goodpaster will serve it. Leininger, soft touch. Keeping it alive was Dado, and finishing it. And getting a hard 5 or 10 with a slap with both hands was Marfa T. Spartans up 2, 18-16. (18-16) Spartans. Emily Goodpaster set to serve again. Spartans trying to tie this thing up at 2 sets apiece. Mount Union won the first 2. Case Western won the third. And the Purple Raiders are going to get the service back. Sam Cantrell will come back in. They love having Cantrell serve it. Goodpaster sets up Marfatia. And is it in or is it out? It's out. That was close. On goes a little slap over the net, almost landed for a point. So Cantrell will serve, sets tied at 18. That one hit the net, kept alive. Hansen sets him up. Good passer, keeps it alive. Ungo's shot will not go, but her block, along with the help of her teammate, Carly Scott, makes the point happen. Data will serve it. Sophia up and over. Marfatia wants it, got it. They slapped it back at her, but it went out of bounds. Spartans get the point. They've got 20. Mount Union with 18. Dado gonna do it again. Beautiful slam dunk shot. Up and just dunking it was Scott. Mount Union wants a timeout. Spartans up 3, 21-18. Just an observation. The officials at this volleyball match look like the guards at Buckingham Palace. They show no emotion whatsoever. Not that I've ever been to Buckingham Palace, but I've seen pictures of those guards. Yeah. So back to action, it's Sophia Dado. Sophia would just like to keep on serving, finish the set out. Good passer, keeps it alive. Marfatia with a tough shot to handle, and a point will go to the Spartans. The lift will give the Spartans the point. Dado back at it, looking to her left, to her teammates on that Spartan bench. They're up 4, 22-18. Oh, got the net. McKee said, that's an easy welt for me. Molly McKee has brought the service back to her teammates. And with the ball in hand is Caitlin Lesko. 22-19 Spartans, fourth set. Good passer. Marfatia, oh, wow, great defense by Bolin and McKee at the net for Mount Union. It's 22-20. Mount Union won sets 1 and 2, 25-23. Spartans won the third, 25-22. Marfatia's shot goes out of bounds. It's 22-21. Lesko's going to get it again. Spartans want a timeout. They'll get that. Boy. Stick around. Feel the thunder. That's the music playing right now. Spartans would like a couple of thunder shots to finish off this set. They need to steal the service back. Imagine Dragons out of the Fast Eddie Caracas carousel. Pounding the ball, ready to go is Caitlin Lesko. Lesko looks like she's mad at it. Marfatia and her Spartans. Marfatia with the float. Sneak shot doesn't go. Here come the Purple Raiders. Beautiful save by Tepker. And the Spartans almost came right into my lap. Sets tied at 22. Serving again is Lesko. Good pass to her. Marfatia. Spartans need to stop. Edom keeps it alive. Marfatia. Back end. In. No, yes. Point Spartans. The home crowd, the student section, was 100% that shot's in. And it was. 23-22. Spartans with Scott serving. Good pass to her. Marfatia! How about that? They won set 3, 25-22. They're 1 point away from winning set 4. Carly Scott's serve. Defense turns into a game winner. Marfatia, how do you like me now? We are going to set 5. 25-22, Spartans with the win. This one's going to be played to 15. We'll be back. Horsburgh Gymnasium jamming to the Killers' jealousy, and I can tell you this, you're probably jealous you're not in the gym tonight because this is an outstanding volleyball match. We are headed to set 5. Purple Raiders won the first two, 25-23. Spartans won the second two, 25-22. What will the 5th set hold? Rhea Marfatia, by the way, has set a personal best for kills. She's got 23 so far tonight. Her previous was 22. Marfatia wants a couple of more. Here we go. Casey Kildow will send it off on a serve for Mount Union. And that is a service error. That one's straight out of bounds. I gotta tell you what, Goodpaster and Tacker in that backcourt were smart. They let that one go. Data will serve it. Which Sophia had a great fourth set serving. Keeps that alive. Marfatia, Mount Union. One. Backside. Need a block. Edam's doing a great job keeping everything alive for the Spartans. Here come the Purple Raiders. Defense at the net. One more time. Oh, no. Ava Bolton said no, not one more time. She just hit that one by everybody. I don't know if anybody saw it. I barely saw it. Marfatia, 24. She's got 24 kills tonight. Bowling, but not this time, not now, says Lily Crouch. Here's Carly Scott. Back at the net. Oh, Leininger. Woo-hoo! She's got a perfect name for an attacker, Leininger, because she hits everything on a line. I mean, there is nothing soft about a Darby Leininger attack shot. Comes Bolin. Edam with a good setup. And how about that? One laser beam for another. Callie Wall says, I could do that too. Goodpaster's out, checking in. The lefty with the lightning, Chloe Makieski. Marfatia sets up her teammates. That was tipped, and that's going to be a point for the Spartans. Lily Crouch will earn it. Wow, good defense by Leininger. Been giving Darby a lot of love for her offense tonight. She earns a little on defense right there. It's 5-4 Spartans. We're in the 5th and final set. Case Western trying to earn that serve back. Boy, how about the defense that time by Hansen? Melissa Hansen for Mount Union kept that one alive. She does it again. Spartans need a save, couldn't quite get it. Everybody diving. Effort outstanding, but just not enough room to get to that volleyball. Set's tied at 5. Match is tied, 2 sets apiece. The lefty with lightning. Wow. Block! How about that? Up and down. Lily Crouch. She is a fighter at that net. Tell you what, the student section's on their feet right now. Almost a slam dunk. Crouch sets up. Mount Union will play it. Leininger. Shot was blocked. Oh, what a save. Keeping it alive was Wall. And the point for the finish. Take a breath, everybody. Amanda Ungo. Oxygen to everybody right now. It's 7-5 Spartans. 5th set. And that long shot, what are we going to say here? It went out of bounds, but Mount Union's going to get the point and the service back. Cantrell's going to serve it. Sam wears number 14. It's 7-6. Now it's 8-6. With a little attitude, Amanda Ungo said, bring it. 8-6 Spartans. Everybody's going to switch sides. If there's not enough activity in this game, we're going to add a little more. Quick switch, we're ready to go. Maria Tepker, number 6, pounding the volleyball. Here comes her serve. That's deep. She is amped up. Tepker saves it. Lesko keeps it. At the net, Ungo. Oh! What a save by Cantrell for Mount Union. And the lightning from the left-hander puts the Spartans up 9-6. Makieski has her fellow students on their feet. Timeout on the floor. Case Western 9, Mount Union 6. Sports Information Director Fast Eddie Carrick is jumping up and down right now. Playing the jump song. Student section jumping up and down. There's even a couple of older gentlemen in the gym here at Horsburgh jumping up and down. What a night tonight. This is Tepker. Dado keeps it alive. Soft shot. Here come the Purple Raiders. And that one's going to go the Spartans' way. 10-6. Tepker says, just keep me right here with this volleyball. I can do this all night long. Wow. Another point for guess who? Marfatia. Flex. Spartans are flexing right now. They're up 11-6. There's a social media firestorm going on right now in the student section. I don't know if they're doing Facebook Live or what. If you are, it's the night to do it here at Horsburgh. 11-6 Spartans, set 5. Smiles coming out of that timeout. Got to finish the job, though. Work left to be done. Spartans 4 points away. I tell you what, Mount Union's not going anywhere. Tepker's going to do it again. At the net, little soft shot. Mount's defense is strong. Tepker. Back set. There's that strong right shoulder. That attack shot from Molly McKee. That brings the ball back in the hands of Caitlin Lesko. 11-7. Spartans with the lead, Lesko with the serve. At the net, soft shot. Mount Union will live to play. Lesko across the court to her backcourt Datto, and then a block at the net by McKee and Bolin. 11-8. Spartans need to take this service back. Left-handed lightning. I don't even think she got 3 inches off the ground that time. Chloe Makiaski just said, I can stand here and smoke this one across the net. And she nearly did it. So Emily Goodpaster holds the ball, serves it with a 12-8 lead. Hanson the set. Goodpaster going to turn around, bring it back. Marfatia won't go! Trying to spin it across the net. The top of the net was Carly Scott, and it just didn't have one more turn. 12-9. Case Western Reserve. Karen Farrell is chewing on a pen right now. I'm glad the cap's on it. She might chew right through the plastic. Marfatia. Lesko with a great save. Backside! Wow! Muscle up, Amanda Ungo. (13-9). Data with the serve. Bolin at the net. Denied. That hasn't happened often tonight. She has been outstanding at the net, Bolin, but Carly Scott and Lily Crouch have put the Spartans up 14-9. Sophia Datto will serve it. Spartans were down 2 sets to love, and they just won it. Case Western Reserve has won the match. Down 2 sets to none. They won 3 in a row. What a night. If you made it over to Horsburgh Gymnasium tonight, it is time well spent. If you didn't, get here on Friday. Your team, Case Western Reserve's 5-0 on the season. What a night by Mount Union, though. Melissa Mankey Morrison, her team, wow. These two might meet each other again somewhere down the line. Wouldn't that be fun? It was a pleasure to call. I'm Ron Yance. I hope you enjoyed tonight. I certainly did. The final in 5 sets. The Spartans of Case Western Reserve come back from 2 sets down, and they knock off Mount Union tonight 3-2. Have a great night, everybody.